Thank you so much for staying tuned. Welcome back to Y254 TV. This is the Power Talk Show, and I am your host, Cheryl Blessing. I am on set with Tom and Valerie, and we're having a conversation on love, the pressures and expectations that come with it. And this evening, we're having a very, very exciting conversation in studio. I hope you're joining us. Go to our platforms at Y254 to check in. Tell us where you're watching us from. And are you celebrating Girlfriend's Day tomorrow? Do you even know Kesho ni Girlfriend's Day? So that's what we're asking. And as we continue with this conversation, I want to know from the men, do you feel like if you tell the girls the truth about your situation, watakukubali? Ama do you have to lie to the girls to get them to, you know, just cooperate with you? Go on our platforms at Y254 as you also tell me if you are celebrating Girlfriend's Day tomorrow. I'll sample your comments before we wrap up the show. But for now, I want us to get back into the conversation. We've had a lot, but tumeestablish kidogo kudate kwa hii current society ni tricky.
Without money.
You know, without money, because romance has been monetized. People expect extravagant gifts, not just gifts, extravagant gifts. But Valerie Bado, yeni one of the good ones. Valerie anasema, imagine you don't need to do all that. Yeah. So please, najua Tom may lose hope.
What should you?
Tom pe yamefika ni ngumu. Amesema you have to lie to the women. Because most of the time, the women do not respond to the truth. And honestly, I can resonate with that.
Thank you.
Because to some extent, mtu akikuja niambia ako jobless na nanikatia, nitakuwa like,
Cheryl, let me ask you.
Help you to find a job first.
Before you breathe in.
Sijamaliza. I'm saying that's how realistically I would react. Because my train of thought is supposed to be like, Sasa, if you spend so much time with me in a relationship and you're not spending enough time in your job, because I also want you to build your career, because that's the future, like tunafaa tujengane. But when sometimes people perceive it from a very materialistic point of view, they look at, you don't have a job, so you don't have money, you can take me to this place and that place. But we've understood that some people will expect things that they can't provide for themselves, particularly women. Women will log on to Instagram to mtu amebuy Range Rover, alafu kesho niko like looking at my man like, wewe hata Benz hawezi nibaia, you know, na mimi siwezi jibaia hata Vitz, you know. So sometimes we expect things that we can't provide for ourselves. What do you say about that, Valerie? Because you've said we need to empower the women. And then I think we also need to teach both genders to value each other. But then how do we also add value to ourselves? How do we feed ourselves with the love? Ndio mtu akikuja nimwambie nataka kupelekwa Kempinski, I've actually been to Kempinski. What do you say to the women?
So before I answer you, umesema kitu moja wezi lazima uangalie status ya mse. Ni kweli. Let me ask you today, if you meet a person who is promising, has a promising provision in future and truly loves you, and you have another man who has money, has Range Rover, has whatever, but he doesn't respect you, you would rather go for who?
Na useme tu ukweli.
Na uongee ukweli.
I'm not ashamed of the devil.
Wacha niwaambie ukweli.
Just say the truth.
Wacha nikwambie ukweli. I know you probably won't believe this, but mimi niko na ile kiburia, you have to treat me right. Like if you're not even treating me like a human being na uko na do, because you can have a wealthy man who's not generous, and you can have a man who doesn't have like millions, but he's so generous. So me I'd rather go
With
for someone
what?
who's generous na mtu ako na roho.
Generous with what?
Wewe unazopia, you're part of the problem too. Unaona you're part of the problem. So wananiambia niende huyo mtu.
Enda huko tu.
Unaniambia achana na huyu maskini. Endea pesa, respect achana nayo.
Utamaliza huyo mtu bure.
But sinitafute pesa yangu. Like that's usually how I think. Unfortunately, I've gotten to the point where I've seen so many people who have money, but they will be so quick to disrespect a woman because I know I know you're here for money. So hata nikikutukana nikudisrespect mbele ya watu, utajirudisha kwa hii nyumba juu you're here for money. So yeah.
And the man is a woman, I feel like it's good to present yourself in a respectful manner. You get it? Kwa sababu with the new generation that we have, unapata most of us from the club, I don't want to quote it because I know it later issues, but unapata demo kwa zile za like, now if your brother comes home with someone who is dressed in the same way like you, what's gonna be in your mind?
Yeah.
You get it? So like literally, I feel like we're failing as ladies. Despite that our men, they're provoking us, then they're running away from us and they're doing other things behind us. Can we be people who knows their dignity and values.
Yeah.
Can we stop lowering our dignity because of petty things like money?
Yeah.
You can have a man who has money, but he will never empower you. You get it? But you can have a money.
Clock that. I feel like y'all need to hear that. You can be with a billionaire, but he will never empower you because he doesn't care about you.
Because what is in his mind is that you're there for something. And that's why now, like someone like Tom, mi nambianga mtu vizuri, when you come to me, kindly be specific. What do you want from me? Do you want us to have a relationship for a reason? Because unataka heal kwa sababu umetoka kwa relationship ingine. For a season, reason. Ama unataka tukae pamoja permanently. It's good to know your status and what you want. You get it? And if I get to understand Tom wants me. Now it's my responsibility as a woman. Nianze kuwa like a submissive person.
Yeah.
Nijirudishe pale. Kama nilikuwa mtu wa sherehe, I have to understand that this is a family that I'm supposed to build. I'm the role model of the kids. Society, they are watching me. Maget.
Yeah.
But sasa tuko zile za like nimeolewa na Tom, sijolewa na society. Having in mind that tomorrow Tom might not be there. Still you need the same society. You get it?
Yeah.
Can we?
I like that because I feel like that's so mature and wise. What you're saying is so wise because we have to think about more than you and sijui mimi na mtu wangu, you know, because it's also about the way people will carry him. Because imagine when ni mwanamume alafu watu wanaonanga tu dem yako, bibi yako anapitanga tu na mamini dress every day. You know, it's also disrespectful to your partner. And I feel like there's a lot that should go on there. But I want us to go back to the conversation on bado kwa relationship and spending and, you know, splurging on people. Tom, because you're dating currently, I'm not going to judge you, but I think because of the current dating, so the scene today, it's made so many people compromise even the things that you'd value. The way you've said, perhaps you value honesty, perhaps you value being vulnerable with someone, but because you know the women that you want are not going to respond to that, you'd rather lead with something else. And then eventually we'll get to honesty. And so many people have gotten there. Even women probably may want to get married. But I know this man doesn't want to get married. So I'm going to play the long game. Alafu nijifanyange. And then eventually some trap comes in. You get people who, I don't know, they get together through tricky situations because they have an end goal, but they know when I start with that end goal, I'm not going to get what I want. So how do you feel like that's affecting dating currently? Because so many people are saying, watu wako genuine in relationships, people are not leading with honesty. There's a lot of kuna agendas, kuna hidden agendas behind the scenes. How do you think that is affecting the current dating scene?
Thank you. Number one, let me just look at the camera director and tell you, men out there, the truth will set you free from that relationship. Danganya jameni, usikuje na useme ukweli. Kama una use free of the, you want to stay inside the relationship. So learn to lie. If you want to get a woman, learn to lie. Lies will get you further. Alafu kwa hivyo ndani, when it's too complicated, probably akishajua ukweli it's too late, lazima tu akae na wewe. Now back to your question. Now these are the things that we go.
Mi bado niko kwa statement. Umeanza na the truth. So what is it? The truth or lie?
The truth will take you nowhere in this life. Hata saa hii unapatanga, even like when it comes to jobs, when it comes to friendships, like basically in this current day and time, the truth, you at home will take you nowhere. Now, when it comes to meeting a buddy, jameni, expectation ya society mali imewekwa. Unajua, the bar nowadays is society. And as much as we want to avoid it and try to be realistic with the truth, society is the standard, society is the bar, society is what decides utaishi wapi, whether it's Eastlands, whether it's Karen, like it's where the society. Ukiambia msee nyumbani umepiga simu unasema tuko Karen, sasa wanasema oh wow, life yake iko poa. Because society imeweka, you get. So like it's even with the person that you want to present to your friends. Ukipeleka badi nyumbani wanasema nyewe huyu ako sawa. Hata mtu mwenye kona inaonyesha standards za mfuko. So we want to unanielewa sasa? Kuna mtu utaenda naye washangae huyu sasa.
Depression is killing you.
I know.
Let me tell you, men will die on that hill.
It's okay.
Hapa until ifike kwa bibi, kufanya bibi akae vizuri, hapo ndio wako like let me just get another buddy.
So it's tough. I tell you for a fact, modern dating is tougher than our parents.
It
So,
is.
arranged marriage was the best.
Umekaa
pale nyumbani umengedhia unaambiwa bibi yako ndio huyu.
Na unajua by the way most of the time juu walikuwa najua personality zenyu wanaona au wataka pamoja. So it kind of made sense. I don't know why
wapi. Unajua pia society back in the days.
Kulikuwa na shida zake.
Itaenda wapi? Kaa hapo. Saa hii wako na options.
Tebu tuongelee sasa hapa what Valerie said. Men are part of the reason why we're in this situation that we are in.
It's always the man who's been blamed. Let's not blame people.
Let's not blame the men. Let us justify why we feel like the men are the reasons why we are in this situation. Do you feel like I think our grandparents and our moms, men were in control, you know, au ndo walikuwa kusema hata kama una do wewe ni mwalimu sijui wa village school, wewe ndo unasema kwa hiyo village. And sometimes there was mistreatment. Kulikuwa na ile privilege yenye wame take advantage, wakaanza feel entitled because mimi ni mwanamume, unafaa huko unafanya hivi. They forgot that the times are moving. Empowerment ikakuja, wanawake wakaanza kuenda shule, education came in. We became as intelligent. And then I feel like it got to a point where, because men have always been the top dog in society, they didn't feel like we need to do anymore. Like, I don't need to study more. I don't need to do anything more. But the women felt like, I need to go to school. I need to learn something new. I need to learn a new skill. I need to do this and improve myself because of the pressure that was put on women. But the men became comfortable. Shida ni time ikasonga sana. Sasa hao wanawake wakakuwa too empowered and then the men were too comfortable and then they got to a point and realized, oh my God, the women have overtaken us in certain aspects. And then hiyo issue ya dating sasa ndio ikaanza kukuja. Because some women will say, if I'm more intelligent than you, why should I submit to you at home? And that's the argument that we have these days, whether we like it or not. Mwanamke atasema, mimi niko na PhD, niko na CG doctorate, wewe uko na diploma, so unaniambia nini? And it's gotten to the point where, because women are CEOs, CFOs, managers, MDs, kuna ile nini ya pride na ego, it's come about. Because when a woman anafaa kuweka mwanamume, mwanamke atakuwa disrespectful. Most likely, the woman will become disrespectful to the man because I'm the one who's taking care and providing for the home. But then we expect men to provide and still be loving and respectful and kind. So kuna double standards. Kwa this entire thing, there's so many double standards that come about. So why do you feel, I personally feel like the men need more role models, more healthy, masculine role models who can teach them. Wale OGs wa R&B, wanafaa tuwatafute tuwalipe wafanyenge master classes or something. That's what I personally feel. But Tom, what do you think? Because that's the society that we've gotten to. And then the current generation that we have, the Gen Zs, the millennials, our wanaume ndo walianza kukatch up. Waka realize, oh, I also need to do a bit more because the women are doing much more. Ndo kukanza kukua na hiyo, I think the friction between the genders. Now it started becoming, what can you do? I can do this better, but I can do this and that. What do you think about that? What do you think the future is like 10 years from now?
Before I tell you about the future, which I have no idea how it's going to be, but we can look at, when it comes
trends.
to the future, tunaangalia tu venye kunaendelea.
Yeah.
So power is corrupting. We can all agree that. That's why I usually say there are roles. You be head of the family because that is the role of a man.
Yeah.
And then a woman is supposed to play that role. The point why I'm saying power is corrupting is because now women have always been smart. We should tukubali tu tangu enzi za kitambo. Even like the first woman comes in, realizes vitu hazifai kurani hivi, wana overturn things. Women have always been smart. Behind every successful man, there's a woman. You look at the way you guys call the shots. With your submissiveness, you guys run houses, you raise kids, you run families, you run businesses.
Estates,
a man is just it's the head of all that, but ukitoa mwanamke kwa hiyo puzzle imecrumble.
Yeah.
So now like I said, power corrupts. The moment sasa, this is going to sound really diabolical, but whatever. Unapata mwanamke akiweko kwa hiyo pedestal, anza kurealize like you feel like these people, men rather, venye wako in power, ni kama wana look down upon. But again, when you're in powerful positions, you can even look at the government. Like, ni kama ni shetani anakushika. You start feeling like, no one can touch me.
Yeah.
So when a woman is
kuna kale kakiburi kanaingianga.
when a woman has a PhD, a master's, and all those things, anaangalia bwana yake anaona huyu jamaa naweza mreplace anytime. Make one simple mistake, and again human beings lazima collide at some point. Lazima nitakwambia mimi lazima unipikie. Unaangalia mimi nipeleke PhD kwa kitchen, hata wewe unaweza enda. Now the problem,
maybe siku tu ni uko na moods.
Exactly. It's never about the money. It's about understanding your role as the man and as the woman. So nyinyi mliacha kuwa submissive a long time ago, before I was even born. Tutaimba tuliacha hata kuimbia R&B. Neo doesn't sing I'm so no, we don't sing that. It's about ameniacha. Ameniacha roho jamani.
So tuliacha wase wa R&B wakasema ni kunoma.
We were doing things for women because we felt like you guys were vulnerable.
Not the we na uko una exist.
Tulia kwanza tunaenda hapo. Hata mimi at some point, like, I usually have good intentions.
And then
But
but what?
You have good personal intentions.
Like at the back
You have
of
a
my
goal.
mind, I'm like, God tafadhali usini strike na radi. Nina intentions nzuri hapa. But nikiangalia badi, lazima nidanganye. So here's the thing. Like, the moment we start realizing that my role as a woman is this, my role as a man is this, and then it's all about empowering each other. Unajua kuna hiyo disconnect. Wanawake wameamua we raise our kids this way. That's why kuna patanga ile like a single parent will want their daughter to be independent. It's like you don't need a man because now I don't have one. I grew up realizing that men si lazima nikuwe nao. Mimi nitafute pesa yangu nikuwe independent. Independent from rules and regulations. Sisemboe kuja kwa nyuma at this time. Do this, don't go to the club, don't wear this. Man, like, unaweza, like, nishie kwa na mdemo, namwambia, like, I'm not comfortable with you going out. Anakwambia, utafanya aje na lazima tu niende. Like, conform to the rules. Yeah, it's like, I'm outside as you call me. I'm like,
unasema
what is going, it's never about, like, squeeze hakuna heshima. Like, imeisha kabisa. So those are the problems we are facing in modern times when it comes to relationships. Like, hatutaki roles. Hatutaki hizo roles. Alafu kuna ile kitu kingine wanasema, let me enjoy my youth. In my 20s I want to enjoy. What are you enjoying?
But you see,
What is that youth?
let me enjoy.
Ukinyoa sitaenda out niko na mtoto.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. I can't be with you when you're enjoying your youth.
See, let us enjoy our youth together.
How? Na kupigia uko wapi? Niko Malindi baby. Who are
We can't be in Malindi together. Is that what you're saying?
Here's the thing. When we, unajua in our 20s, jamani, hata pesa ya Malindi tutatoa wapi?
Somebody is lying.
Pesa ya Malindi in our 20s.
Nimeona mtu ameenda Diani na 10k. Sijui alienda aje, but alienda.
Hiyo ni kuona.
Kuna
the reality behind it.
Let me tell you, Tom, I also feel like shida ni kuna hiyo pressure ya I've had a conversation with guys and when you talk about money, men think millions. Nafani kuwe na mamilioni. But it doesn't even have to be millions.
Even
Wacha nikwambie.
Bob can bring a huge
a cameraman, hata the cameraman, the producer, everyone tutawaachia. Mimi
Achana
naenda.
na wanaume.
Don't
listen to the men.
Let me tell you
as a woman.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you as a woman. It's all about being intentional. It's about planning and then being intentional. If you want to go to Malindi for your girl's birthday. So unajua birthday yake months before. Kama birthday yake ni September. So uanze kupanga sahi. Uanze kujinyima. Let me tell you. Let me circle it back to the roles, because also the women have lost it when it comes to the roles.
100%.
Unfortunately, most women, it's because wanapatanga ile character development ile moja. Wanasema mimi nijikute. I've literally had a guest who came here. Akasema she went to Europe. She was on a work trip. Aliingia kwa designer stores, Tom Ford, ameingia Gucci, ameingia sijui Nike, shopped for the man.
Anaitwa?
Akafika huyo atukupati namba huyo utamtu. Hatutaki watu wenye wako corrupt. Do you know she landed back in JKIA? The man ghosted her. Man went ghost. So dem amefanya shopping. So unaona vitu kama hizo, I think they happen once twice. Alafu dem ako like Mimi, catch me dead. You know, so I think let me bring it to my question. I think because of the character developments that we call them character developments, we experience 1, 2, 3 heartbreak, even just one. It takes one heartbreak for someone to feel like I'm not going to do that ever again because this person took me for granted. Women have gotten to the point where I need to feel a man is a man ndo mimi submit. Genuinely mimi nafikirianga hivyo. Like if you can't really prove that you're really supposed to be a leader, if you can't prove that I can rely on you to be a leader, I'm not going to submit to you because I'm not going to feel safe in your presence. Maybe nitaenda out na wewe uwalau mabeshte zako wanichipo. Because there's so many other things that we have to think about. So unfortunately, women, because kuna hiyo venye umesema women are smart, so we look for someone who's smarter, someone who's more intuitive, mtu mwenye at least anaweza nipanga paka niseme ina make sense, naweza submit.
That is ukweli.
Hiyo ni ukweli.
Jamani ni kucut short. Hamtafuti hizo vitu anymore. You guys are looking for money. You're looking for someone who's going to be providing.
Now,
before you even tell me
what
something,
Valerie akwambie,
let me tell you something as well. Now, the competition that I, as a young man, am facing, and every young man out there that I'm speaking to, you understand, the competition is between your father, your uncle, your grandparents, are wanting the same woman that we're competing for. Huyu mwanamke akona choices mingi pale, anaangalia that smartness. Huyu mtu ni smart, na akona pesa, akona gari. Mimi am walking, napanda matatu nikuje nikuone. Kuna msichana ashaniambia hivi. Mimi siwezi panda matatu na nimevaa vizuri, a nice dress. Nipigwe na vumbi nikikuja kuona. My dear, if you can't inaitwaje nitishia cab, haitaweza. Mimi mwenyewe sina cab. Sijakuja na cab, nimepanda matatu. Walisema kupanda matatu ni kwa watu maskini. Jamani, those are the things we are facing.
Nikuulize Tom,
yes,
basi, do you feel like, I personally feel like you're dating outside your tax bracket?
No, I want a body. Jamani, hapana mambo na tax bracket wacha. I want the finest of the wine.
Then you have to be willing to pay the price.
I'm telling you.
So you can't say,
thank you for saying pay the price.
You can't say
pay the price.
Exactly.
Pay the price.
Because unaona hiyo Uber, kusema ukweli hakuna venye utaambia msichana mwenye ni badi, mwenye anatoka Karen amedress up, wig peke yake ni 20k.
Yaani hata tumefika mahali unataka
wacha tuseme umesema unataka badi. Unataka msichana amekuja na kamrembo, outfit of course itakuwa fupi. Unataka ingie kwa matatu na nguo fupi ndio nini ifanyike?
Me, I just want
na venye makanga wanakuanga hapo.
I want love. I just want love.
You want love, but then you're looking for it from the options that are out of your reach. Watu wenye wako within your reach, mbona usiende neighbor wako umwambie tu wewe msichana mrembo, come let's hang out and have lunch.
You see how they are convincing me to even lower my standards. No. Why?
We just look for money. Let me tell you, Tom, your problem is self-inflicted. Because if you want this buddy who you know is going to come with the financial demands, then look for the money because that's what you want. Put in the work. Sasa ukisema mimi nataka alafu unangojea nataka. Hata Yesu anasemanga ask and put in the work. Because if you're not willing to, then because genuinely there are guys who I know who've sacrificed so much money for them to purchase a small car. Akuena kavids, akuena kagari ndio, maybe because of pride yake, anataka kuboost ego yake. But if you want to get there, you have to play by the rules. So umesema society ndio ina set the
standard.
If you're playing the game of society, you have to play by the rules of society. So you can't expect to play the game and not have the finances to play the game.
But again, Pia, you need to understand that in as much as society is setting the rules, nini vitu kama hizo, lazima pia tuangalie times zenye tunaishi. You understand right now?
Kama Valerie yako hapa amekuambia kuja uniambia hata salary yako ni 10k. Wako wengi kama Valerie. Mbona usiende?
Wako wengi kama Valerie. I live in the same country that you live in. Wacha kunidanganya.
Huyu anatafuta watu wa Kavali. Alafu anasema ati wasichana wako expensive.
Hata hiyo Kavali wametoka tu Islands wamepanda
Tebu, please tell us. Please tell us something.
You see these men, the reason why sometimes we see those bars eye. For example, me I remember last year I was dating someone and then took a break up. Nililia mwezi mzima. And then I was like, why am I crying by at some point? Get it?
Yeah.
Lazima ukae chini ujiulize huyu jamaa amekuwa akicontribute ni kwa life yangu, because as I told you from the word go, I would rather go for a promising man. I can see there is a promising provision in future kuliko kuendea mtu akona pesa. Because you see the moment you grow together, kuna that love, that bond of like we have built this family together. If today I go from Baba's atanipatia pesa 2 to 3 years, or maybe you're gonna have me for 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, and then he's done. Because one thing, akona kwake, there is no single day will be submissive to me. You get it? So I feel like you men, the moment umetupiga hizo character development, ndio pia sisi zinatufanya tunakuwa magangster. Because niwe tu nimepigwa ya kwanza, ya pili na ya tatu. It's gonna be hard for me to trust you These are true love now.
Jumbona
Manzi, you're gonna have to
love a
put
girl.
sasa itabidi sasa nimekuwa guide kabisa, like you know what, I'm coming to your place from my office to your place. Angalia ubani how much you're gonna have to pay it. You have to provide for my lunch. Job. Maget kwa sababu like nimekuwa submissive to the wrong people.
Yeah.
Na for me to nimekuja to that point of like Tom is true to me. Lazima niangalie the sacrifice.
That
It's
is
not might be money. It's meant to be how you communicate to me, our communications, how frequent you come and, you know, we spend time together. It's a lot. You're the reason why we are this.
Yeah.
I understand.
And I also feel like, let me add to that, before nifike kwa parting shot yetu, because time yetu inaenda kuisha. I also feel like,
but ni sawa.
I feel like a man who wants to see you, if a man is very kama mwanaume anataka kukuona, you shouldn't even ask for fare. Huyu ni mtu mwenye anafaa kusema niko na hata thao kwa simu, wacha tu nikutumie tu hiyo thao, maybe you can figure out if you can get here. So the man should be the one to lead, but because wanaume anangojanga
ati nikwambie nataka
jilete na ukuja ukikaa vizuri,
nakuja vizuri na ujue expenses zenye zimetumika.
Thank you back for circling back to one thing. Without the finances, as a man, you cannot survive. Uko na hiyo 1000 mbele nyuma. Anaitaka jameni ajue venye atafika. It's all about the finances. What I can tell you as the young man out here, love has changed. It's a game nowadays people are playing. So wanaekelea character development, nini, all that. Nothing good comes easily. Lie as you continue looking for money. Continue lying because they're lying to you. And the more we lie to each other, eventually probably we're going to find a match of our own. Continue lying.
Sasa nikuulize, sasa vile umetuambia hivyo. My very final question.
Please ask.
So if you met a beautiful girl,
body,
natural hair, achana na body. Achana msichana mrembo, ako na nywele natural, makucha natural, anavaa nguo simple, hana maneno nyingi, hata nduthi anapanda. Unaweza date msichana?
Is she a body? Kwani what's a body?
That's our answer, young man. That's our answer.
Squeeze mko na preference. You guys want guys with money. We also want
you can
buddies.
get a woman who can survive na hiyo budget hata ya 100 bob. Tushakwambia. But ukitaka kuendea mtu wa 10k, alafu unze kusema ati pesa ni mapenzi.
Thank God you used the hypothetical.
Give us our parting shots. Please, I beg. Let me start with Valerie. Junaja yake itakuwa very quick. Tombe, please, because you know there are so many pressures, whether we like it or not. Yeah. There are so many pressures in today's society. Kuna malava girl, kuna nini, malava boy. But because of the way dating scene imekuwa, it's become tricky. And we're feeling the pressure. We're feeling these expectations imekuwa too much. So what would you say to any young lady or any young man who's currently dating?
One thing, make sure nizambia mtu is stay within your boundaries. Usipewe pressure na community. Be you. Be yourself. Maget. Go for a woman mwenye unajua anaweza kukuwa patient na wewe. Someone that ukimwambia leo sina, anaweza lipa hizo bills in your absence. Maget. A woman who can be like, you know what baby, next month mimi ndo nafanya shopping, I'm gonna pay the rent. Maget, it's someone who is Tom, what is your problem?
Wewe ngojea parting shot yako.
Tom, what is your problem? Because we have good women out there. Because one thing people need to understand is that we as women, we need men in our lives. Kwa sababu, like for me, I need a man who gonna play further roles in my life. Yeah. Someone atakuwa zile like unajua ni aje. He comes and hugs you. You don't need to ask him to hug you. No, he cannot do it without wewe kumuuliza. Yeah. So wanaume, si tuache kuset buzz. Stay. Kama wewe ni nyumbani ya mabati, wewe nipeleke hapo manzi, nitavumilia, tuishi pamoja, tujenge familia, tutafute pesa, kwa sababu one thing, naweza kuwa niko smart na uko smart, but with our efforts utashine bro. Na ukishine usiniache, usianze madhara, kwa sababu pia manzi like nitakukujia tu.
Yeah, I love that. Because wanaanza kushine hapo ndio shida inaingia. Tom amesema kwa hii statement amekuwa na so many question marks. But please don't answer the questions. Just tell us your opinion. What would you say to the young men who are dating, the young ladies who are dating? Now, ukumbuke kuna watu wenye wamemaliza tu high school hapa.
I'll speak on behalf of every man out there. I cannot speak on behalf of all the women. Kesho ni Girlfriend's Day. It has nothing to do with us as men. Do not conform into pressure unless otherwise. Kama uko na hiyo pesa, well and good. And again, if you can date a woman who is richer, the better. If you can even go, that's why sometimes it's good to even date older women at this point, because it's easier. Hata kusumbua, wewe unampigia tu babe niwekea hapo 10,000 nakwambia bora ukuje unione weekend. And other than that, follow me on my socials, Tom Musembi everywhere.
That was the most interesting conversation I've had in a while, but I hope we've reminded you. Kama uko na girlfriend na unajua kesho atajam, kama utatuma maua or anything, we have told you in advance tomorrow is girlfriend's day, but the day is particularly for celebrating your female friends. All the girls, please just stay ukijua, celebrate and honor your friendships. Give love to your friendships, because clearly the men, we don't even know if they're going to be there for life, but the women in your life, celebrate your girlfriends, be good. Dating is tricky, but it's all based on the individual. So have conversations within your dating scenes or whatever. Be intentional. That's my advice to you. Just be very intentional and be clear on what you want. That's it. It's just that simple. It doesn't have to be so complicated. But that's it for us for today. It's been a wonderful show. I hope to see you again next week. We are live on Thursdays between 7 and 8 p.m. So come tune in then. I'm sorry I did not get time to sample your comments, but I'll be sure to go through them. And I'll see you guys next week. We'll have a repeat of this tomorrow between 1 and 2 p.m. as well. And it's going to be up on YouTube, so you can check it out there. Good evening to you.